Hey guys, another model one, and this is a quick overview of a modified toy that I've done for my little boy, and then we'll be back on with the Panigale. Righto. Now introduce to you Iron Buzz. There we go. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick overview of this. This is an old Buzz Lightyear toy, which was being thrown out from a local page, sort of swaps, sells and what have you, freebies page. And my little boy, being a big fan of the action movies, Iron Man, all that kind of thing, and also being a big fan of the Toy Story films when he was a little bit younger, always thought Buzz Lightyear was cool, and he loves Iron Man. So, having already made him an Iron Man figure, which you can see in my previous videos, I decided to do a little bit of a modification to Iron Buzz, as you see here. So, I mean, quite literally it's a repaint, but I'll just sort of go over what I've done. I've stripped it out, gotten rid of the wings at the back because they were that sort of flexible plastic stuff, which frankly wouldn't have stood up to painting very well anyway. All the electronics and everything in it was stuffed anyway because it had obviously been submerged at some point in its life. So stripped it, taken it all apart, given it all a good clean, got rid of all the electronic bits and the dangly bits and the wings and all that kind of thing. So it's just like kind of like a jet booster pack he's got on his back now. And we're giving him a sort of Iron Man-ish theme, but slightly darker red, with gold accents and a little bit of silver here and there. And the knee plates round here, as you can see, and the heels and the toes of the boots, and then same on the arms, as you can see here, and then the chest piece here. The button here I've just painted white to sort of represent an arc reactory kind of thing. I might give that a little bit of a blue wash, I'm not sure yet. And then just a little bit of colour on these, just random colours, no particular reason other than they were there. The joints I've just given a quick brush in black because these are still movable and they are likely to wear, so it needs something that's going to be easy to touch up with use and with playing. And the jetpack at the back, silver accents and some Tamiya clear orange to represent the thrusters there. We've painted the dome of the head, as you can see, with an Iron Man-esque face, highlighted in gold with a gold ring around the edge there. But my favourite part of this is Cigar Buzz, as you can see in here. Now, I don't know how well you can see that, but essentially what I've done is stripped, primed and repainted Buzz's face. Now, the reason I'm quite pleased with this is I followed a painting tutorial by Dr. Faust, I believe. I will double check that and I will give him due credit in the comments below there. So I think it's Dr. Faust tutorial on figure painting using Vallejo model colour and model air paints with a brush. And although this is a much larger figure than he was demonstrating in the video, I sort of applied the same principles using a mix of colours and layering them. And we've given Buzz a sort of a different shade of headwear, a sort of brownish one rather than the purple that's traditional, slightly glaring yellow eye kind of look because I thought it looked quite interesting. And we've sort of layered up the face. I don't know how well you can see that, but we've got a little bit sort of shadows and highlights and everything, and then some bushy eyebrows, and then I made him a little cigar. And to do this, all I did is I took a piece of old sprue, about the right kind of length, just cut it to length with a razor saw, and then shaped it, drilled a hole in the mouth so it would fit in, and then scored the end a little bit with the razor saw just to make it look a bit like Ash. I don't know how well this is going to show up. It's probably not very well at all. Try and get that to focus in, if it will. Yeah, it's probably not going to come across very well, unfortunately, but what I'll try and do is get a couple of little close-ups of the face and the cigar and such. So yeah, essentially scored the end, painted the cigar body just a brown, I think it was a Panzer Aces brown, I'm not sure, and then did the end in silver with some Tamiya orange or red, I think it was red on the end to give it a slightly glowing kind of cigar ashy look. And overall I'm quite pleased with that. And flip down the helmet and Iron Buzz is ready for action. So there you go. If any of you modelers out there have kids with old toys that are going to get thrown away, just have a look at them and have a think and see if you can maybe do something with them to make them a little bit more interesting again. I've seen some amazing repaints of old JCB type machinery, tractors and big sort of land machines, earth movers and that kind of thing, and a lot of people I've seen painting those up to look more realistic and weathered, and they look fantastic. But you needn't stop there. As I say, look through your kids' old toy box the next time you're throwing things out and see if there's anything there that you can spice up a little bit. There's a couple of little close-ups of Buzz's face here, so you can see quite clearly the sort of brush detail that's been picked up, the brush strokes using the paints. As I say, I will credit the video in question in the comments below so you can have a look at that. It's a really fantastic tutorial, and the guy in question has done some brilliant figure painting tutorials, which is something that's quite new to me. So you can see his glaring yellow eyes and his bushy eyebrows there, and the glowing cigar just there, which I'm quite pleased with. For a first attempt, I don't think that's bad at all. I think I could have done better with the highlights and shadows, and I could maybe have done a bit of a better job overall on the face, but I think that's pretty decent for a first go. This is Buzz, Iron Buzz from Avengers Star Command, signing out. Thanks for watching.